Hey guys, welcome to the stream. If you're here tonight, we're gonna play some TurboFog. So let's take a quick look at the deck. It's a Bant TurboFog list, and it's pretty fun. So this is the turbo part right here. Kumena's Awakening. Draws you extra cards every turn. It's basically the only Howling Mine effect that we have in an enchantment going on in Standard right now. There's a Howling Golem, but I'm not running it. As you can see, I'm not running any creatures because I want to turn off my opponent's removal. They do not. I just want them to have some dead cards. It helps me get through. Patient Rebuilding also draws you extra cards. Sometimes it can draw you lots of extra cards. We basically want to stall out the game, make our opponent's creatures useless, and then usually we win by milling. Now you'll notice that I have a couple Approach of the Second Sun. These are in the deck because there's a couple of effects. There's a couple of effects in Standard right now. That one is Gaia's Blessing, and I don't think anyone's going to be running that card. But I mean, I guess you never know. But in the event of like graveyard shuffle effects, we have Scavenger Grounds. Mostly they come in against control. Blue-white control has been by far my toughest matchup with this deck so far. I did manage to take a couple of games off of them, but I haven't been able to beat them. Despite the extra counter spells and stuff, they're just a very tough matchup. I find that like I want to bring in the negates and the disallows and that sort of stuff, but sometimes in the blue-white lists, and it's hard to know what your opponent is running, but sometimes in the blue-white lists, they side into a lot of creatures and end up being kind of aggressive with Knights of Benalia and that sort of stuff, Lyra Dawnbringer. And so if you board out too many fogs, it causes problems. Gideon of the Trials is also a very difficult one. I won one game where they cast a memory, shuffled the graveyard into the library. We all drew new hands. And I ended up winning after that even. But I had to blink the Gideon right after I'd milled them to 0 before I passed the turn. The thing about that, like, I was able to do it, but the thing about it is, if your opponent realizes that the only way they can win is if you deal with their Gideon, they can literally just hang on to all of their counter spells to protect Gideon and not worry about anything else, because I mean eventually I'll mill out. So blue-white, definitely a difficult matchup, but any creature matchup is pretty good. So you have 12 fogs, and 4 of them cycle. Every once in a while that becomes relevant, but typically you like having your fogs. This is like a pseudo fog, so against those matchups where they have smaller creatures, they're going wide, this can actually do some really good work, and it cantrips as well. I find using it on turn 3 or 4 is usually pretty good, and then after that, like, usually they have mechanics where they're pumping their team, whether that's by prowess or counters or something like that, and this just becomes severely outclassed in most creature decks, or they just play things that are big enough, like a 6/6, 12/12 Galta, right? Like this isn't going to do much. So I started off trying 4 of them for like 16 fogs, and ended up trimming all the way down to 1 in favor of other cards. So our win condition here is mostly milling. Psychic Corrosion, every time you draw a card, they mill 2. That works really well. We have Blink of an Eye can cantrip, Censor can be cycled, Haze of Pollen can be cycled, Opt cantrips, Uncomfortable Chill cantrips. Kumena's Awakening draws you extra cards. Patient Rebuilding draws you extra cards, and then our alternate win condition here in Approach, and a couple sweepers. I find the life gain is really good in those burn matchups, and I really like the ability to put the permanents in the graveyard. It has worked out really well with Fraying Sanity. Also, I find a lot of people are playing around Settle the Wreckage. I put one in the sideboard just in case, like I board it in when people are looking reckless and I want one more sweeper, I can board this in. But I find people, as long as they see double white, like they're playing around Settle the Wreckage as it is. So it's good to have access to it, but I don't know. There's definitely an argument for it. Revitalize just gains 3 life, draws you a card. Again, that's a way to make sure you keep hitting your fogs and things. And the reason it's in the sideboard is this is mostly for the burn matchups. So the fogs can prevent all combat damage, but if there's a lot of burn spells, and there aren't that many decks running like a copious amount of burn spells, but if there are Revitalize cantrips and gains you some life, it basically counters a lightning strike and draws you a card, which is very useful, very, very useful in a couple matchups. Mono red and like a blue red wizards deck or something like that. I boarded it in against blue red wizards. I don't actually remember if I did board it in against mono red. In any case, it's got a lot of tools. It's pretty fun. I'll just show you real quick the first. I did one match. I wanted to make sure it wasn't just like the standard cues that I was doing. So I had a match, first match here. I think my opponent probably misplayed a little bit. I can't claim to have played perfectly or completely outclassed them. But I ended up playing against this green-white cats deck, and you can really see just like the power of the TurboFog deck, right? So I think I'm gonna take 4 here on this. Oh yeah, they actually skipped their attack step by accident, so that really sucked for them. But yeah, I take this hit because it's early on. Don't really need to. I wanted to resolve Psychic Corrosion. I knew I'd get hit for a bunch, but that was okay. And this is where I'm going to start fogging. So they hit me. I fog. Then I've got Opt to try and dig into another fog. Which I don't. Yeah, I just draw some lands. Oh no, sorry. I Uncomfortable Chilled, right, because they were still small enough and I took 3 damage. And so now I'm sitting on a fog. I play the fog. Grants me another turn. I really don't care about Ajani. His ultimate's not going to do anything. I draw another fog. So I go sweet. 6 lands. Play my Kumena's Awakening. Get that card draw going. I've got another fog. Don't have to worry about their creatures at all. Play Commencement of Festivities. At this point, I'm kind of hoping that they're just going to play more creatures. And they do. I draw extra cards. They mill extra cards. I've already got 14 cards in the graveyard. Then I Fumigate. They've still got 4 cards in hand because they've been mana screwed. But, like, it buys me another turn there. I draw more. They don't have much of a board. I'm going to cycle, or no, I play my Psychic Corrosion right, and I hold a blink of an eye because I'm okay with taking 4. So I blink, I believe I blink the big cat. Yep. They mill 4 more. They hit me for 4, but whatever. I draw more. They mill 4 more. I draw 2 fogs. They're dead already. They just don't know it. Draw another fog. Blink one of their cats to mill them some more. And then, yeah, I could see the win, so I even cycled one of the fogs just just to move it quicker, because, I mean, why slow roll them? Okay. And then game two is pretty similar. I think, yeah, I kept this because of the opt. I start with the new rivulet, and I cast the opt because I need. I kept that on the draw too because, you know. Okay, and I hit my land. Play the forest first so that Hinterland Harbor will come into play untapped. They're going to hit me for 2. It could have been 4. I was grateful it was only 2. I play Frank's Sanity. That's not very impressive. But hey, it's a 3-drop before they get most of their damage in. I felt I could because they hadn't come on very strong. But now they're hitting me for 4, so I'm a little more worried. I drew land, thankfully. I was really at risk of getting screwed without without my land drops. But now I've got my fogs. I've got 3 fogs. If I've got 3 fogs this early and an opt to dig into more stuff, I'm feeling pretty good. So, you know, I opt. I put land on the bottom at this point. Because I'm looking for business cards, and I didn't have any white, so an island wasn't where I was at, because, well, it's not going to help me cast my fumigate, which I need to get to, and it's not going, or that I want to get to, I guess. If I keep hitting fogs, I don't need to get to it. So this is like, my opponent's definitely screwing up here, and I cycled that because, as you could see, like, they'd still hit me for lethal even if I cast it, so I just cantripped it and then held up a fog. Like, they should really stop committing to the board. They saw the fumigate in game 1. They have lethal. It's not like more creatures is gonna help them punch through a fog, so they really should have stopped playing stuff so that if I did fumigate, they would be able to rebuild. So I draw my second Fraying Sanity. It sucks pretty bad that there's only 2 of these in the deck, but I draw both of them before I draw any of my 3 mana, my Psychic Corrosions. That's what it's called, because it's just a better card. So at this point, like, I'm considering. I had considered cycling Haze of Pollen to get 1 card deeper, but I didn't because, like, this will allow me 1 extra turn, which gets me a card deeper, but I'll also have more mana. So now I'm looking at this, and I have to hit the white mana to survive. I get a Censor, I cycle it, boom, there it is. Finally, second white. All those cards go to the graveyard. That's actually like 8 cards that go to the graveyard, so they mill 8, and then they mill 16. There's 24 cards that they milled because of that. So they definitely overcommitted and probably cost themselves the game for it. Now I have 2 Patient Rebuildings, and they have a Thrashing Brontodon. I'm at 30 life. You know, it might have ended up different. It might have ended up different if they hadn't committed to the board so heavily, but here we are. They attacked me with Brontodon, and then they decide to get rid of one of my Fraying Sanities. Or no, they don't. Sorry. That was a different opponent. That would be a mistake, but no, they got rid of the milling card, which is very good. I play another Patient Rebuilding. They play another Brontodon. Same thing. I still mill them 3, though, because of the Brontodon going to the graveyard. Then I play Psychic Corrosion. I mill them with Ipnu Rivulet, and that's enough to win the game. So, as you can see, it's TurboFog and milling against creature decks that are going wide, not coming out super fast. It does good work. That cat deck actually did come out kind of quick, and I had some close games, but was able to pull it out. So I'm hoping for more creature decks. I'm hoping for some close matches. Mostly I'm hoping to win, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy seeing your opponent get fogged over and over again. I like this deck for a few reasons. One, it's got blue in it. I love blue. I love being able to cast counter spells, things like that. I love it because I can run a mill win condition, and I love it because I can just kind of frustrate my opponent a little bit with it, which is always kind of fun. Um, which is a little more sadistic, but hey, uh, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. So here we go. My opponent is deciding whether or not to play first. So I've got a feeling they stepped away from their computer for a second. They clicked join the game and then alt tabbed. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. How's everyone doing tonight? Having a good time? Having a good time? Having a good night? Hopefully it's relaxing. Just kind of chill. Not doing much. It is a Saturday night. It feels like a Friday night to me. Let's see. What do I got? I've got all my colors. I've got a scattered grows. I like this because it'll enable all of my lands other than the other scattered groves and irrigated farmlands to come into play untapped. So I'm going to play it. I've got a milling card, and I've got a drawing card, and I've even got a counter that I'll be able to play on turn 2 to counter whatever they try to play on turn 3. So let's hope they don't just have the nut draw. Oh, there we go. And now I feel kind of safe. I would have loved to opt turn 1, but I can't get greedy. Well, I can get greedy, but I'm not going to get greedy. I'd rather have censor up on turn 2 than I would opt on turn 1. And if I don't see anything to censor, I can always opt on turn 2. And it might even arguably be a better time to opt. So there's that. See the... Oh, no, okay. I thought they were for sure going to play a 3-drop that was going to make my life miserable. Now I hope they tap out for a 6-drop and I just get to counter it because that would be fantastic. We're going to play this island, and we drew a forest, 4th land. I like that. We drew an island so that we don't have to take any damage. I'm really hoping... Oh, no! No, they didn't do it. That's so upsetting. I was gonna get him. Not today, apparently. Not today. I guess I could have saved myself 1 point of damage. Okay, now I gotta think a little bit. What do I want to do next turn? Do I want to take the hit, or do I want to start fogging right now? They're hitting me for 7. They could hit me for 8. And if they have a Gear Hulk, they could hit me for... Yeah, I'll take another fog. If they have a Gear Hulk, they could hit me for more. I think I'm probably going to take the hit. I'm going to take this opportunity to resolve a spell, and then I'm going to take the hit. Because it might be a while before I can cast Kumena's Awakening. But next turn, I can hold up Censor and Fog. I have double white. I like that. So Fumigate gets very real here for me. Fumigate probably wins me the game. Okay, Vine Mare. Sure. I'm okay with that. They're going to hit me for 6, which is totally okay. And actually I have no responses. I don't know why I don't just F6. I'm going to always yield to this. play a land. 5, 10, 13. Yeah, so especially if I spend life here, they definitely have enough to just straight up kill me. So we are going to pass the turn. We are going to pass the turn and hope our fogs get us there. We need 2 more lands. 2 more lands to be able to do this. Now, just about anything that adds to the board is like totally pointless here. Declare no blockers. See if they want to do anything. They don't. I want a fog. They're wondering what's going on. I've only had oh hey, Frank just auto hosted me. Thanks so much, Frank. I really appreciate that. That's fantastic. Hey, if you're watching from Frank's stream, thanks so much. And I hope you follow and catch my my videos at other times as well. Okay, so like I don't even care about this resolving. I don't even know if I want to hang on to Censor at this point. I think I need to hit land drops and fogs, so I'm gonna cycle it and hope they don't come out with something too strong. But they did hold up Druid of the Cowl to play around Censor, so I'm a little bit impressed. A little bit. This one I do care about a little bit, actually, because Fumigate won't get rid of him. Speak of the devil. Fumigate won't get rid of him. Yeah, I'm going to Fumigate now because I can fog and Kumena's Awakening the next turn. So right now, I'm going to Fumigate. And they will have 3 forests and 1 card in play. So let's hope it's not something that Ronus can use to turn on here. It is. Meh, we're going to get hit for 5. That's life. It's exactly 5 life. So they had, yeah, a forest and a bristling hydra. Oh well. So just like we said, we're going to get hit for 5 here. I have to worry about him pumping, so I definitely do need a fog up next turn. We're gonna play Kumena's Awakening because we need more cards, and then we're gonna play Haze of Pollen, and ideally we're gonna draw another fog and a land so that we can cast Patient Rebuilding and a fog. And then we're going to need to just keep drawing cards. Yep. That's the plan. So right now, we've only seen 2 fogs. So there's a good chance we have more fogs in the deck, right? Yeah, okay. Good one. Yep, sure. There you go. You've discovered how to get lethal. And I'll let them go ahead and swing. I'll cast my fog. And I will F6. So there's a few things that get me out of this right now. That's not one of them. That's not the other. So I think we actually just died, which is unfortunate. But sometimes that happens. Yeah. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to pass the turn. Maybe they don't pump. Maybe they don't go for lethal straight up. We'll see. But they are. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to go for settle over uncomfortable chill, because I think uncomfortable chill is probably going to be lackluster in this green deck. It usually is. Blink of an eye is usually okay, because their things are pretty big, and we'll run it back. So we only saw 2 fogs in that game. Usually, if you don't see more than 2, you're gonna have a bad time. And despite the mulligan, they actually got out to a pretty fast start. So we'll see how we do on the play. And hopefully we don't have to mulligan, and it can be pretty good. No doubt they're gonna have a whole bunch of enchant removal coming in. Oh boy. Do I take it just because I can cycle? I have Fumigate if I ever get to it. This is a really sketchy keep without green mana. If I had green mana, I would keep this all day. I do have a lot of green sources. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I think this would be a pretty greedy keep. Like, this is an excellent hand if this was even a forest, or even something that comes into play tapped. I don't care. Like, this would be a decent hand. I don't think I can keep it. Oh boy. All right, well, I have 1 fog. I can cycle this. I have double blue. Yeah, it's okay. I do want more land, but I probably need things that do stuff more. Yeah. All right. So being able to play Kumina's Awakening and take a hit, and then be able to start casting my fogs after that is like, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. So I'm probably going to play Sunpetal Grove next. Yep. And they got their absolute best start right there. Yep. I'll play Sunpetal Grove. If I don't draw a land, I'm actually probably going to play Scattered Grove. Prowling Serpapard. I'll probably take the hit next turn if they want to swing at me. Okay. I'm not going to play the Scattered Grove now. I'm going to play an island. Being able to have 2 green sources up in the same turn is pretty useful against, like, Someone who might be holding up a negate or something like that, but it's not super necessary. And I will cycle Scattered Grove afterwards. Sure, that's fine. Blink of an eye is okay. Now I draw the opt. Couldn't be the other way around. All right. So 5 land. What happens if they hit a Torrential or a Verdurous Gearhulk? I still don't die, so I think I'm actually going to take this turn to play Kamena's Awakening and get the drawing going. I don't know if that's right, but it's what we're doing. I guess I could have Blink an Eyed. Kept the damage to 5. Now I'm going to take 10. But I almost think it doesn't matter, because whatever they do here, like if I take 5 damage there, and like they'll have 10 on the board, so this is fine. I'm gonna have to fog every turn from now. Oh, I should have auto yielded to that. Okay, well, here's where I want my 5th land, but I don't have it. I'm gonna opt right now to try and hit that land drop. Yeah, that's okay. Hit my land drop. It's fine. So I'm gonna fog them. This opponent looks like they might not be committing to the board. In case of Fumigate. Which is just fine. I'm kidding. I guess they are committing more to the board. Alright, I want to get to the point where I have enough permanents in play that this is one-sided. And I do have the Fumigate, so... So I'm actually going to play a Psychic Corrosion to get 2 perms on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So provided I can play 2 permanents next turn, I will be able to... I'll be able to have a one-sided Howling Mine. Not doing anything else, I'll just F6. They'll let it go. I'll auto yield to this. Alright, I will play Glacial Fortress, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll cycle it end step. Or yeah, I will. That's what I'll do. So we'll Fumigate now. They'll say, haha, I have a bunch of creatures still in my hand. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Hopefully I can just blink it. They play something big and dumb and I can blink it. Nope. It's got hexproof. Can't interact with that. All right. Yep. This is where I'm glad to have that extra sweeper. So I'll play my rivulet. This is now one-sided, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can cast Kumena's Awakening and still have Settle the Wreckage up. And still have Blink of an Eye up. I might actually take a hit from Carnage Tyrant. Like, I don't imagine they have Burn or Fling. Anything like that. Okay. Cool. You play something else big and dumb? Ronus. Druid of the Cowl. I do have a stop on combat, so if they pump up the Druid of the Cowl a bunch, I can actually bounce it. Whole bunch of milling going on. I think I want to double my mill effects more than anything. Actually, let's see. Let's see what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I play this for 4, then I have 4 more. I can play this just in case this backfires. Like, yeah, if they have a hexproof effect, then I can't play a 3-mana thing. So I think for now this is just fine. Yeah, because we're basically going to try and fog with Blink of an Eye. Okay. Guess we're not going to get to. Actually, let's see. How much does this cost? 3 to activate. So +2/+2. I'll take 5 if I bounce Ronus. And then they won't be able to replay it. Yeah, and I draw a card. Whatever. Works for me. Okay, so they do have Blossoming Defense. Good. Okay. I'll do this. Fade that. Say okay. Yield until next end step, at which point I will cycle. Draw a card. Draw more fogs. Draw tons and tons of cards. Cast Frank's Sanity. At which point my opponent's sanity might be fraying. They already have 6 cards going to the graveyard at end step. we can just, yeah, sacrifice a new rivulet, and they know it. Okay. All right. That worked out. We got one more. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. Won the game I had to mulligan, lost the game they had to mulligan. Maybe it's just karma for the mulligans. Maybe I should have sided out Blink of an Eye. Like, maybe that's not good enough. Okay, I've got 2 fogs. They chose not to play first. Okay. And patient rebuilding. They do not have nearly as an explosive of a start. I basically want to stop drawing lands. No, that's not true. I don't want to stop drawing lands. I want to draw something I can cast next turn, though. I don't even think I want to Oh. Please attack. Oh yeah. 3-drop at max coming down. Fantastic. Now, if I fog this turn, I might be able to just slam patient rebuilding. Alright, we're going to fog. And if they don't put too much power on the board, we're going to slam patient rebuilding. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's a little bit risky. There are a few draws that could just straight up kill us. Let's see. Would Blanchwood Armor do it? Yeah, Blanchwood Armor would do it. Did I get too greedy? They're in combat. Hitting for 9? That's not even half my life. Oh boy. 2 fogs and a draw effect. Oh yes. And a Gigantosaurus. Something I don't care about. That's fantastic. Oh. Oh yes. Yes. I just drew 3 cards off of patient rebuilding. That is all I could ever ask for. Psychic Corrosion. Pass the turn. I have 3 fogs. I have a Fraying Sanity. I have Kumena's Awakening. I'm feeling pretty good. This is TurboFog. This is TurboFog. Ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Oh, draw 2 more cards? How did I get so blessed? Have them mill 4? Draw more fogs? Oh boy. What is even happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be perm number 10. So we'll play it out. We'll play it out. And we will pass the turn. I'm going to fog before I cycle this sensor because I could totally see myself using my Hinterland Harbor to to cast instead of casting fog. Okay, so they've made the attack. I don't know if them tapping their things is utility, but like I feel like I need to make them go through it. Otherwise, you know, they get free stuff, and yeah. End step. I'm gonna cycle. Opt. It's just good to have a cantrip at this point. We'll put this on the stack first because patient rebuilding makes you target. Mill 3 more lands, draw 3 more cards, draw an extra card for the turn. Funnily enough, I finally hit a tap land. That's ridiculous. Then I will cast Fraying Sanity. They have to put 13 cards in the graveyard. We'll make it more. Sure. And we'll make it one more. And we win the game. There it is. There it is. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. As soon as we played this and didn't die, we basically won the game. The first hit off of this, we drew 3 cards. We had all kinds of fogs. Like, they're playing a mono green deck, and we have 6 fogs in hand to end the game. Like, what more do you want than that? What more do you want than that? It's fantastic. Fantastic, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. That was pretty sweet. I love playing these creature matchups. I'm sadistic. So if I win 1 out of the next 3 games, which I really hope I do, yeah, then I get my play points back plus a treasure chest booster. Who knows? Maybe I draw some Nexus of Fate for that 25 tickets or whatever that ridiculous card is going for. Super exclusive. Good idea, Wizards. Make a very playable, very exclusive card. That's ridiculous. Even if it's not winning the Pro Tour, like, people are going to bring it to GPs. People are going to bring it to FNMs. Like, people want to play with Nexus of Fate, and the fact that Wizards says we're going to make it a buy a box promo, some stores won't even allow you to get a full playset. So that's just, it's ridiculous. Maybe they're just like, maybe they're just, they want the secondary market to be happy about having these cards. U2. And I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't keep the one lander. This is a diverse hand with exactly the number of lands I need to want to keep it comfortably. And I have a snare, and I have a Psychic Corrosion, and maybe the Blink of an Eye. It's like, I don't know, Blink of an Eye is like, maybe it's my least exciting card? I don't know. This does allow me to cast Blink of an Eye kicked. So I'm going to put it on top and not like it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really think playing the first dual tap land is really important because it enables all the other lands. Like I've said before, I've already said that. But yeah, I think it is very important. I'm really glad we're on the play for this one, for this mulligan. Actually, should I be? I don't know. Maybe they'll do broken things. Maybe they'll attack me and cast absolutely nothing. Maybe they'll play Druid of the Cowl. I don't know. Okay. Servant of the Conduit. So ideally what happens is... I don't know why it stops you there. Okay. I don't want to flood out. But it might happen. So ideally what happens is they play something big and dumb. That's actually not that threatening. Let's just have them play cards that are not that threatening, not that impressive. And that can happen all game long. Two lands. Not two lands. Alright, so I don't even want to blink of an eye that guy, but whatever. We'll see what they do with their attack. Maybe I do blink of an eye because it just like they churn through their deck faster with it, and I just don't care about it. Yeah. Because they're definitely going to attack with it. And like this attack is probably a lot less. Alright, so I think I blink it right now. Yeah, I'm going to blink it right now. They could tap all of these guys to replay it. Which is totally okay with me. Or they could attack me for 5. And I think they'll probably want to replay it. Which I believe is the wrong call. Okay. Yeah, you want to get the damage in where you can. Okay, so I have a lot of fogs. Which allow me to draw a whole bunch. I'm going to do this during main phase. They don't need to know that I hit... This just buys me an extra turn. It buys me an extra draw. So I might as well put this on the bottom to see what that extra draw would be. Okay. Well, there you go. Three, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I think I'm gonna act like I'm gonna take it, and if they want to pump everything up, then they can. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because if I get Fumigate, I get a whole bunch of stuff. And if I... They're just not committing more to the board? Okay. That's fine. I need one more land to be able to play this. Okay. I expected them to pump their team. Whatever. Let's see if they start playing around Settle the Wreckage. No, they won't because they have Shalai. Okay. And we will fog. So this is going to be a matchup where we're going to need to keep our blink of an eye up. Just in case they have Gideon. Yeah. That sucks. Oh man, I can't even target them with Fraying Sanity, so that's just a totally dead draw. That really sucks. Okay. Well, now I really want Fumigate. Fumigate or a land on this next draw, because after that land will become dead draw as well. Ah, I can't target them with patient rebuilding either. Well, I didn't think about that. I'm gonna play it anyways. Because it can't hit me. Um, it can't hit me. So we're gonna play it anyways. And then we're gonna hope for an excellent draw here on this next one. I need a fumigate or another fog. But a fumigate would be much better at this point, I think, than a fog. Something that keeps me alive. Yeah, that's fine. That isn't actually doing anything at the moment. Okay, Kumina's Awakening doesn't do it. And they will definitely attack me, so I'll just concede. I'll just concede. Alright. I actually like Uncomfortable Chill in this one. Their creatures are not too big. Or the ones I saw there were not too big. If they get hexproof, does this fall off? I don't think it does, right? Like if they get shroud, no, if they get protection, it'll fall off. Right, which is not in standard. That's fine. Okay. Okay. I don't like Settle the Wreckage with the fact that they have Shalai. So what are my outs to Shalai? Basically Blink of an Eye and Fumigate. Okay. So now I know that I can hold Fumigate to deal with Shalai. So I'll try that. Yeah, that Shalai kind of screwed me over. Actually, I don't know if it would have mattered because we didn't really get into the part where we were turboing. Okay, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I play this first. All right. Psychic Corrosion's going up early. Oh. That's actually not a card that I usually like to see. Especially not this early. It's pretty early for it. Alright. Come in for 2. I will yield to this. Play another land. They're missing a color. Do I fog now and risk them playing something big, green, and dumb? Yeah, I'm going to fog now just because I'm going to patient rebuilding next turn. Or I want to be able to. I didn't actually need to read that. I was just I was just thinking about it. The whole thought of it was just making me upset. So they could give something +3/+3. But they probably can't add to the board and do that. So we'll see. See what's up. I gotta keep my life high, my life total high now though. They'll definitely take the opportunity to hit me. Always yield to that. We're getting close to approach mana, but I don't think I can cast it in these conditions. I don't think I have anything that responds to that. No, I do. I do actually. Blink of an eye could respond to that. So they would swing in for 10. If I have an untapped land and they don't add to the board, I might just slam approach here. Nope. Not gonna happen anymore. See, they have 5. Yeah, they have 5 damage in just in that. Okay. That is something worth noting. And they played perfectly around censor, which is utterly frustrating. But hey, that's life. So they basically just killed my patient rebuilding. Which means I can't draw extra cards off of it. Yeah, I don't care about that. Them being able to put counters on everything pretty soon is pretty scary. Turns out Shalai is like really, really good against me. But we're not, I mean, we're not dead yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's getting close. Like, it's getting close. Again, a Fumigate would be an excellent draw here. An untapped land would also be an excellent draw here. Huh. Well, that could draw me into things. Oh, that's how they got white. It's messed up. Oh, he didn't put on a counter. That might actually save my life here. Because that would have made what, 7, the 9? No, I guess if I Miners Awakening goes on stack first. That does nothing. That also does nothing. It might draw me into something though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are so close. So close. Yeah, I think I need to do this just to draw a card. As bad as that sounds. There's that land I needed. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. And, yeah. Close. Got them to 14. Not quite enough. GG's. Dang. Oh well. That was actually really close. And it turns out Shalai was like the big linchpin. The big linchpin. Those walking ballistas were really rough as well. Yeah, if I had hit a couple more times with patient rebuilding, but the Shalai prevented that from happening. Yeah. Bummer. Turns out Shalai really does a number. Huh. Who would have thought? It's too bad patient rebuilding targets. Or it's not an aura to attach. That would have got me out of it too, I guess. They didn't have white mana and they still managed to pull it out. How about that? Okay. Well, we'll try it again. We will keep this hand. Uncomfortable Chill, Fumigate, commence festivities. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We're even going to play Scattered Grove first, just so that the rest of our, check lands, which are all white sources, come into play untapped. Because we got Fumigate coming up. Although these two would have done that as well. So maybe I could have just played both of these and waited on this guy. Oh yeah. I see what's happening here. Heart of Kieran. Oh, Scrap Heap Scrounger. That's pretty much just as bad. A 3-2 on turn 2 is not reasonable. However, we are going to get... Oh, I just played the wrong one. That sucks. I look at this, I'm like, yeah, I have blue. I was just, talking and stuff. Well, let's see if that one life makes a difference. I very well could. What a nice guy. All right, now our comfortable chill doesn't even make sense for us. 2-4. Well, it might. Actually, it might. Well, this is awkward. Well, let's see what they do. If I'm not dying to it, then I might uncomfortable chill. As bad as that sounds. Yep, that happens. So I'd take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. I'm doing it just because I think I have to. Life gain? Damn. I'm actually going to cycle because... Yeah, they'll probably just get this guy back end of turn. They have a Shalai as well. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to cycle here. Okay. Kumena's Awakening. That's very good. If they tap out. Oh, they didn't bring it back. Okay. If they tap out. Then my Fumigate becomes much better. Yeah, they are playing around Settle the Wreckage. Just totally okay. I will play Commencement of Festivities. Alright, so now I have enough. Blue, blue. Green, green. So I have to play 2 permanents. Yeah, I have to play 2 permanents. I'm gonna have to play 2 permanents if I want Kumena's Awake, or if I want the City's Blessing. Okay, they might swing with everything here, or not. Whatever. So I might actually get punished by that 1 life, because right now if I fumigate and they bring back 2 scrap heap scroungers, they have 6 power and I will have 6 life. So that's awful. Yeah, I'll actually keep that. I will actually keep that. After that resolves, I don't need to... I'm not gonna cycle this Haze of Pollen as my last fog at the moment. I don't cycle Haze of Pollen very often. I cycle it if, like, it gives me extra reach to kill, but... Cast out, sure. That's fine. That costs 2 to bring back. Yeah. Well, now they're definitely gonna know I have it, but that's fine. I think I need to draw more. So we'll draw more. So we could be at 4 life right now, and that is pretty relevant. If we fog enough, they might just start playing out cards. Yeah, there they go. You want to draw your card off of it first? They'll bring back Scrap Heap Scrounger. I'll even let them swing with it, because it basically just fogs for another turn. We're only 40 cards deep. Usually we want to be further than that, but... And he's going to say, I don't need to do anything else because Scrap Heap Scrounger is enough. Yeah. I'm not bringing in negates for these cast outs, just in case anyone is wondering. Okay, so I think that's probably game. Oops. Looks like 2 life wouldn't make a difference right now. They'll wait till end step, then they'll bring back a couple scrappies. Alright, so let's see. Settle wreckage can come in. Approach can probably go out. Bring in a couple scavenger grounds. And maybe I'll take out a copy of Fraying Sanity. Just bring in one. Nah. I'm bringing both. Copy of Fraying Sanity. And a copy of Patient Rebuilding. No, actually that's not gonna work. They have Shalai, so I don't want to settle the wreckage because of that. But I also, Patient Rebuilding becomes less valuable. But I think overall Patient Rebuilding is just better. And with the 2 scavenger grounds, that's enough. They're playing around settle already. Maybe they won't now though. I mean, they have no reason not to play around it. I'm actually gonna keep this. Is that too greedy? That's too greedy. I'm gonna keep it anyways. So I have this little rule for myself. When I side these ins, I can't consider it a land. But here I go considering it a land. And there. I did not get punished for some reason. I probably should have got punished for this keep, but there we go. I should have played the island first. I mean, it's not going to make a difference, most likely, but... Okay, Heart of Kirin. They'll probably be able to crew that. But taking 4 is okay. We're going to get a Psychic Corrosion down. So I have drawn a couple runner lands, which I like, but I gotta start drawing some business spells here pretty quick. So what makes this difficult is I need double white. I really need double white, so I'm gonna play that, play Psychic Corrosion. They'll hit me for 7. 1 copy of Forsake the Worldly down. And they're stuck on 2 lands. Well, no, maybe not. But, hey, that's all they need, because 2 drops are really good nowadays. Yeah. Play another Psychic Corrosion. So the milling's gonna go quick, but we've got a fog. We've got a fog. Yep. 2 lands. That's all they need. Seems sweet. They allow that to trigger. They crew. They attack. I fog. Now they're milling 6 every time I draw. So that's not bad. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Are they going to attack with everything? Or are they going to attack with just enough? Cuz here's where Settle the Wreckage can get them if they only attack with lethal. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Gave me a chance to bounce this. That is a dead draw, though. That is also basically a dead draw. Play out the heart. I have a lot of really good draws. And that is actually pretty good. I need I need something that's not Psychic Corrosion. I need something that's not Psychic Corrosion to be able to get them. I need another fog. Another fog would do it. Now what happens if I mill them here? They go to 4. This is going to mill them 6. So if I get Fraying Sanity, I cast it. I mill them 12. And I still have enough to cast the Ipnu Rivulet. So that's actually fine. And drawing another fog will do it. Yeah, drawing another fog will actually do it. Their land enters tapped, so I don't even have to worry about cast out. They attack me with a couple things. I play a fog. My mouse wigs out because it has a hair under the laser. It's like an eyelash, just in case anyone is wondering what type. And we'll go to end step. I will mill them. I'll sacrifice it to its own ability. And that's perfect, because now we're passing the turn. Whew! Whew! That was way too close for comfort. Way too close. And it was a dead draw, too. I had a dead draw. So, games where I don't pull one of my 6 draw cards is really rough. I have 1 land And a blink of an eye. Yeah, no, I can't keep that. I feel like I have to keep this. They mulligan to 5? Maybe that's better for them, actually. Maybe that's better for them. More cards in the library, you know? I'll probably play the irrigated farmland, cycle a sensor. Yeah. Well, it's nice that they didn't have a 1-drop, but they had a 2-drop. Their angel is resplendent. We'll just cycle sensor now. I think we're taking 6 no matter what. Yeah. So I'm actually going to cast Frank Sanity just to get it on the board. And then I'll take 6 damage. And that's life. I didn't see any reach in their sideboard, so hopefully they don't have any. They only have 2 cards. The thing is, once they get a board, they don't need cards. More Resplendent Angels. I can actually take another hit from them. Oh man. How greedy do I get? I need business, so we're casting it. There it is. It's what we in the business call the other business. I actually don't want to always yield to that one. Attack with everything. They don't have enough to activate, so I can safely just do this. Don't have a cast out. Actually, don't want to yield. No. This is interesting. It's not going to make a difference. It'd make a difference if I drew another Kumena's Awakening. But if I draw another Kumena's Awakening, I probably... No, it's not going to make a difference. So I want the trigger off of this. Because if I cycle Censor, maybe they... maybe they cast out. Okay, so I have what I need. Oop, I almost clicked through that, which is a very real possibility in Magic the Gathering Online. Okay. I don't have a fog. And I don't have something... But if I fumigate... If I fumigate, that's like a fog. Not like a fog enough. 1, 2... So I have 7, so I can play Patient Rebuilding, but... I think... I cycle. Okay, now I'll do it. This could actually be bad if they mill another Scrap Heap Scrounger. And they didn't. Okay. Whew. Whew. Yeah, no matter what, they'll have more power. So we don't want them to have a cast out. And we don't want them to have... Yeah. Oh, I didn't pay attention enough to how they sideboarded, because if they took Shalai out... Huh? They tapped a lot of mana for that. Am I missing something? Oh, no, they had 2 tapped for Scrap Heap Scrounger already. And they played around Censor, so, whatever. Let's see. What's the play? The play is Cycling Censor. And then opting. Putting that on top. Still can't play this. Dang, man. And I haven't been milling them. They attack with both. I fog. This would have been an excellent draw a long time ago. That also would have been an excellent draw a long time ago. Alright, well, we'll play it because we can't do anything else. They'll attack for sure. They have to attack it with at least one thing. Alright. These resilient threats, man. That's life. That's life. Well, one more. One more. Let's go for the win. Go for the win. We did so well in the first two games, and then it was losing, which happens, but that's okay. That is a-okay. I'm just trying to think of how I could have played it differently. Let's see, I mulliganed once. Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to mulligan twice. What are some cards that could potentially get us out of that situation? I guess, you know what? If they're playing defensively and they're only attacking with so much stuff, or they're only playing out so much stuff, rather, then maybe Approach of the Second Sun is just really good. Because you'll have a window to play it, and if they're only playing out 6 power worth of stuff because you have 2 life and they're waiting for a sweeper, then gaining 7 life is just fine. And then you have potentially inevitability. Man, the lands in this hand are good. And I'm either drawing land, or I'm drawing something that I can do, which will get me to Fumigate, or I'm drawing something, or lands that get me to Approach, or hopefully something that I can do. So I'm going to keep this, because going to 6 cards is just sucky. And I'll play this guy first. And then I'll play my island, which will give me access to all my colors. Let's not be like a tier 1 red-black aggro deck, though. Well, actually, why would it be? Okay. So I like that. That's some action. This might be some sort of Grixis mid-range. Or maybe Grixis Control. I think I might have an okay matchup against Grixis Control. But I'm not sure. Okay. White-blue control is just so bad because they have so many answers for enchantments. If I play Uncomfortable Chill, they might not know what's happening. Okay, yeah. Chandra, now I'm really glad I didn't cycle. Chandra, Torch of Defiance is really bad. We don't really have a way of dealing with it. And it gives card advantage, and then, you know, our fogs do nothing against the emblem. So, yeah, I'll be bringing in negates just because of that. But seeing as it looks like Grixis Control, like, a lot of my cards might just be dead. So, we'll see. I'll take the life hit. I'm probably going to not sacrifice, but cast Uncomfortable Chill here now. I guess I didn't have a choice but to take the hit. I'm going to play Scattered Grove. That allows me to keep up Prevent all damage, end sensor. This is like Grixis Dragons, isn't it? Yeah. I might even take the hit. Yep. Anything but a demanding dragon. Okay. Nicol Bolas. I think I'll get rid of one of my fogs. Yeah. Then I will cycle a sensor. No, I have 7. So I'm going to hang on to that so that I can... yeah. Next turn I can... Well, maybe I have to discard it, actually. Which would be crappy. But there you go. I wonder if they have counter spells. Okay, well, they don't have counter spells when they're tapped out. That's actually a really good draw because, yeah, this is a really good draw. So I play the Ipnu Rivulet, tap 2 to sack it, 2 to cycle, and I still have Haze of Pollen up? Okay. Now I can turbo out some fog. Just based on how many cards I have in my hand, like, I will definitely be popping off a fog right here. Now we find out if they have counter spells. Nope. Well, they might have counter spells still. They still might have counter spells. Okay, so what did we see? We saw Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and Nicol Bolas. Those are both real bad for us. Okay. So, what do I want to do? I want to board out Approach. Board in some disallows. Maybe a fraying sanity. Board in a settle. Do I board in settle? Let's see, if I disallow the trigger on Nicol Bolas, it just doesn't matter, right? He just sits there, so that's not good. But I can counter him, so that's better. They'll probably be playing around Censor a little more. So maybe I take that out and I put Settle the Wreckage in. These are just more cards that don't cycle. But neither does Approach. Alright. I expect them to have negates and things. Negates and things. Yeah, I don't have any green mana. So there's no guarantee that this hand can actually even do anything. I don't have any cycling unless I get my third land. Mulligan. This is not great. I'm going to keep it though. I need more land. That would be an excellent card, but I need more land. I think we're pretty lucky to get game one there. Who knows? Take my patient rebuilding, I guess. Or one of my fogs. No. Took my patient rebuilding. So bloody rude. Alright, so I'm hoping for a got him here because I drew Censor and they didn't see Censor. Except I don't even care about Chain Whirler. Yeah. I do care about them playing Challenger on 4 though. So unfortunately I have to pass. Play well, get rewarded, blah, blah, blah. We're not out of the woods yet. Not by a long shot. But might as well get this down. Alright. They don't have blue mana. Maybe it's just basically a black-red aggro with splash for Nicol Bolas. Taking 3 a turn is totally okay. I'm not going to be fogging 3 a turn. I don't want to get down to 5. Yeah, I'll fog. I'll fog this coming up. I'll always yield to that. Alright. One more land means Canyon Doomfall. One more land would mean that I could Kumena's Awakening plus Fog. So that would be good. Now they have blue. I should have sandbagged that because I don't have the Kumena's Awakening yet. And they'll play Nicol Bolas right here, and I'll wish that I had it. So that being said, do I take it? Yeah, maybe I do. Demanding Dragon would be real bad for me, but... Is it possible? They just do nothing? Let's not tap our last green source. Okay, they didn't counter it. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Yeah. Root snare. Negate. Good old negate. And we're dead. Alright. So they do have counter spells. On the play... Sensor's so good because it cycles. But I do kind of want negate. See, how could I have played that differently? So if I thought they had negate, I just hold up my mana, play 2 fogs, hope to draw a fog. Yeah. What if... Okay, they have a lot of enters the battlefield triggers, so probably blink of an eye not as good. Meaning maybe I can bring in a couple negates for it. Does cycle to draw me an extra card. One of my sensors came back in. Maybe I'll take out 1 disallow for 1 revitalize. I'll play first. I'll get a perfect hand, right? No, not a perfect hand, but it's keepable. It is a keepable hand. I have a fog, a pseudo fog, and everything except for I would like double green, although I don't need it to cast any spells. I do need it if I need to cast 2 fogs in the same turn. There we go. There's a sensor. I do need double white though for certain things, so I would like to get that. I'm not going to cycle sensor or counter a scrap heap scrounger with my sensor. Yep. Let me think about this. Am I going to cast Uncomfortable Chill? I think I will. Does it stop 2 damage? I think I will just because it cantrips. And I want to see more cards. Okay. Yeah, okay. That is fine. Alright, I'm out of lands and I'm out of action. Well, Opt might be able to find me something. If they resolve Chandra, it's just real bad for me. But I think I need to get this on. I don't have Blink of an Eye anymore either. Jeez. Did I just get greedy? Are they going to have Chandra on turn 4 every time? Cast a dragon. He's casting a dragon. Cool. Cool. That dude's legendary. This won't allow you to activate the abilities, will it? No, it won't. Okay. I don't want to take my negate down, but I also don't want to be taking too much damage. I probably should have cast my Patient Rebuilding there. Well, we'll see what they do. The ideal scenarios, they try to cast Chandra. Now that they have the land up for it. And I actually will Fog here, because if they don't commit more creatures to the board, I can play Patient Rebuilding. I was going to Opt first. Yeah, so I should have cast Patient Rebuilding. Can't sacrifice a creature, so if they have 5, 9, yeah, they have more than enough. I'm gonna draw that even though it comes in tapped, because I gots to. Okay, so next turn I'll be able to play Patient Rebuilding and a Fog. So that's good. Oh, this doesn't... I thought this created like dragons every turn, but it just creates 4 of them, which is meh. I can double Fog if I have to, if they have the negate. They have double negate. I lose the negate wars. Yeah, I'll actually negate that because it's like an extra Fog. If I play this, then, you know, there's no guarantee I have a Fog next turn. Alright. It's funny, they have 6 lands. They need 7. Oh, okay, maybe they just have the 7th land. Alright, so I feel like I need to fumigate here. Even though they'll be able to bring back Scrap Heap Scrounger, I feel like I have to. Because otherwise Nicol Bolas flips, and that's just real bad for me. Interesting. They could have killed me if they had just used negate last turn. Does this guy just kill me or something? No. Interesting. They would have just killed me if they negated that. I had one... I had one land up, which is not... I don't know what TurboFog means. So three negates in their top 19? Nope. Okay, so now I need a fog. Or maybe another fumigate. Okay, they're gonna flip Bolas. Does it say draw 2 cards, return a creature card, and then they can mill my library. So yeah, they'll be able to do that pretty soon. So I'm pretty sure we just lost. Interesting. They could have killed me sooner, but whatever. Yeah, no, control decks are difficult for this deck to deal with. Now we're gonna hit like that, are we? Still can't do it, eh? 8. Well, I mean, technically they don't have enough damage to take me out. Whatever. They'll be able to +2, and then they'll +2. Yeah, so I have 2 turns. I have to get a series of incredible draws. And these things will kill me the turn after Nicol Bolas goes. So yeah, no. I mean, I just have to take that hit. A Demanding Dragon will kill me. Is that what they have? They'll figure out. Oh, no, Chandra. Wow. All right. Well, that was exactly the rest of the 3 damage they needed. Oh well. It was a super fun deck. I feel like some of the matches that we're deciding were pretty close. I really think we should have been able to win probably the 3rd match. And then the 4th and 5th they had well, the 4th they had Enchantment Hate, and the 5th they had control cards. So lots of Planeswalkers. Grixis Dragons might be a real deck. Might be a real deck. Alright, let's see what's up here. Let's check on my baby boy. He's sleeping sound, it looks like. Eyes closed, thumb in his mouth. It's my baby boy sleeping there, in case anyone wants to get creepy. All right, that's pretty good. I'm gonna definitely tinker with this deck some more. It's really fun. It's a great brew to play. You know, you get Approach of the Second Sun. You get all kinds of things. You get to mill opponents to death. Like, I don't think I've had a shell that has so successfully done that in standard. So it was really fun. Oh, what time is it? All right. Well, I have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna play. I'm gonna continue on with this black-white deck that I have in sealed because yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll do one more match. Probably do one more match, and then I might take off. Unless my boy's waking up. What's going on here? Looks like he just rolled over. Oh. Tweaked my shoulder or something. How is everyone doing tonight? How are you wonderful people? Oh, I'm reading this message again now, John, and I realize that that's supposed to be one word connected by an ellipses. And I just figured that CTS was some weird abbreviation that I didn't understand. And to that I say, you've drunk too much tonight. Unless you haven't drunk anything. Drinked. All of those sound wrong. Drinked, dranked, drunked. I will keep this terrible, terrible hand. They mulliganed. I feel better about my terrible, terrible hand. Don't keep. Just mulligan again. Think about it a long time. There you go. Why did you keep that? Oh, and exactly the card you need is on top, so I still might lose? Man. I really want to draw that Plains right now so that I can get a Daybreak Chaplain. I don't even remember what's in my deck. I probably should have checked. It'll be alright. The Sky Scanner is gonna fix it. Never mind. We're all good. We're all good. It's gravy. We're safe. Life's good. Oh, now we need another one. Let's attack. I would like another Plains. Should I be worried about cancel? Maybe. I want more land, so I'll just play a Skyscanner again. Yeah, buddy. Can't have my Starcrown Stag being cancelled. There we go. Chip in for one. Play this guy. Maybe I should have played the Starcrown Stag, but yeah, actually this just allows me to keep attacking as well. So that was probably the wrong call, because now this is open to removal as well. I am going to probably play Lich's Caress and jam for 5. Or maybe I'll just jam for 5 anyways. Yeah, I'm playing Lich's Caress. I only gained 4 life this turn, so this dude's not going to trigger. So upsetting. But I can play Child of the Night. And if I get another land, I can also play Starcrown Stag. And on that turn, he got an angel for free. That also does it. Now, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We attack with everything. The best they can do is trade. Yeah. I think I'm actually just gonna play this Stag. If I draw another planes, I can activate this, which they will for sure block. I guess if I played this, I had lethal on board. This probably means lethal on board anyways. Or not lethal on board, but pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Nice Dreadmaw. Idiot. That's what you gotta do to your opponent every time. You just gotta call them an idiot. Abnormal endurance. Okay, so what happens if I attack and they have a blocker for everything? They can even trade here and here. No, they don't have a blocker for everything, but I can't really blow them out with this. So I think we just Lich's Caress the biggest thing. And then we attack with everything. Tapping down the boar. And if they double chump, then they take 2 damage. If they trade and chump, they take 4. And then this guy's lethal, so unless they have life gain or I cancel for it. And if all they have is cancel, they will die. Okay. Yeah. I have 2 Macabre Waltzes. That's good value in the face of a controlling deck. Child of Night. 3 Lich's Caresses. Okay, Hieromancer's Cage. I can save those for their big bigs. This can even trade with Dreadmaw if it has to. I have a couple Skeletal Archers. I don't have the Death Baron. But Skeletal Archers are still good, right? Let's see, what do they have? I could pick off a Thopter, I guess. It's not terrible. Luminous Bonds. Yeah, I have a lot of removal. And a lot of ways to push through damage. So, I feel okay with this. I'll keep it. 4 lands, 3 spells. Yeah, I'll keep it. I don't think I have any double white or double black early. Well, except for this guy. So I just got to play plains in one of the first 2 turns. So I'll play it now. Demon of Catastrophes. So I'm really hoping for a Doomed Dissenter on my next draw. They won't want to counter a Doomed Dissenter. Maybe they would. I don't know. They're tapped out anyways. They will Divinate. And I will Dirtle. I don't want to cast this like for a Skeletal Archer or something like that. Would probably feel bad. But I'd be okay with doing this. Yep, just as I thought. They didn't want to cast a cancel. They probably had one in hand. It felt like they had one in hand. But now he's out. And if they tap out for something, I can get a Demon of Catastrophes. And they can sit here and say, Quelle catastrophe! Which is French for, what a catastrophe. Demon. So if they attack with Vinemare, I'm going to expect a trick. In which case, I probably will not block with Demon of Catastrophes. Because, I mean, I might just be able to keep up abnormal endurance after that if they don't kill it this turn. And then just 4 turns in the air kills them. Of any creature you control. Okay. Double Vinemare. Yeah. We'll play the skeletal archer. We'll shoot them. We'll say have a nice day. This doesn't have trample, right? Yeah, I will totally throw this in front of one of them if they want to use a trick. Their creature is enchanted. What an enchanted creature. Yeah, Titanic Growth. Oh man, it can't be blocked by black creatures. Shoot. Shoot. Vine Mare's really good. Okay. So, turns out Vine Mare is broken. And it's hexproof. Maybe I just bring in this guy for one of my archers and accidentally submit. Yep, can't keep that. Don't want to keep that, but I will. Because I have to. This card is so good. You know what that card does? Blocks Vine Mare. I was like, why are they playing the combat trick ahead of time? But it's because Vine Mare can't be blocked by black creatures. Okay, so now I want to draw exactly planes. I wanted to draw exactly planes. They literally killed me in 2 attack steps. That's nuts. I guess, yeah. And let me guess, they have it right now. No, they don't. Hit for 1. Would I trade this for a trick? Probably. Would I be happy about it? No. That's life. I have the waltz, so I can waltz. But I don't know. They could have cancel right here. See, what do I do? What do I do? Let's see. I attack. I tap. That much is a foregone conclusion. Then how do I win this race? Assuming that's what this is. They're gonna cancel. Okay. I want the Demon of Catastrophes, and I want the Resplendent Angel. No, I gotta play the land first. I want like a Doom Dissenter or something for the Demon. I need a really good draw here, otherwise I'm toast. It's not a winning line. Rough beats. Probably gonna lose. I might even take a Skeletal Archer here, because it would shoot and then it could block. Yeah, that could be actually pretty good. Well, it depends on what they play, because if they just play a big fatty, then... Okay, they're gonna anticipate. And they've already played a land, so... Card into their hand. 2 cards on bottom. Of course, they don't do anything. As soon as they have a blue creature, this guy is gonna get big. They're gonna put me to 1? Yep, that's pretty good. Hey, there's that Doom Dissenter that I wanted. If I had had it last turn instead of the Luminous Bonds, this is actually pretty good. But I didn't have it, so... Get yourself an Oaken form. GG. Rough beats. That's okay. We'll win the next one. We'll win the next one. It's been kind of a rough night. I win more off camera, apparently. See, what did I do? No, okay. There is an even amount. 8 and 8. I've been having a hard time hitting my second plane, or second planes. But there you go. Double Sky Scanner, Child of the Night. Yep, it's keepable. No 2-drop, that's what I like to see. I'll play 2-drop if they have a shock. That's a bummer. They have a Boggart Brute. That's okay. I'm actually going to attack into it. If I trade 2-drop for 3-drop, that's fine. If I get through, that's fine. If they don't block, I'm glad that I attacked, because they'll just be swinging past me because I'm not double blocking the Sky Scanner and Child of Night. Oh, okay, the hit planeswalkers are players. I couldn't remember if this guy had a shock attached to him, just like kill a creature as well, because that would be gnarly. So now I can swing with both of these, and yeah, and this guy's just outclassed, so yep, I had a feeling they'd do that. So play Stag. They play a Haste Guy. Yeah. That's actually fine. Is it though? Yeah, we'll trade. Now I'll play both of these, and I'll even chill to double block. Maybe I should have held on to that swamp, because I really like the third plains more than I like the third swamp. Well, I guess I should have attacked. Expecting a trick. Mighty Leap. I don't know why you don't do that beforehand. Then I have to block with the things that don't make tokens. That's fine by me. Alright. I'm going to play Resplendent Angel. I'm hoping they can't both deal with my Resplendent Angel and have a trick for the Boggart Brute, but if they have it, I guess. I do have the Waltz to get the Angel back. +1/+1 in vigilance, so I can still trade with it. So I don't know why you would do that, because this is obviously what I was going for. I don't know. Maybe you just want to keep the pressure on, I guess. This is instant speed, right? +2/+2 in lifelink. Okay. So I'm about to gain 5 life and create a 4/4 angel. I will always yield to that. Hey, look. A Sarah Angel. Yeah. Go for it, dude. Are you gonna attack into me? I dare ya. Okay, so I trade my free card. I've gained 5 life. I've done 5 damage to you. And you're opening up an attack for me again? Like, I don't even have to play cards. I think that's probably the wrong choice. Yeah, because, like, obviously I'm just going to attack back. And if you're going to scoop to that, you might as well hold it back to double block. I mean, you weren't winning that. He wasn't winning that way either. So I don't know what it. I would understand if my bull sharks. I would understand if my opponent decided to wait to see. When it attacks, they lose 2 life, huh? Draw a card. I would understand if they waited for, like, I don't know, something else. 1 land, mulligan. Still 1 land, but a bunch of 2 drops. I need to hit exactly a swamp, though. Well, they mulligan to 6. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. 1 land every single time. Well, my other hand was better. My other hand was better. Okay, I need another land. Don't have a land, but I have a 2-drop. Land. 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 Locks it on line breaker. Land. Yeah, I'll double block it. I'll double block it, get a 2/2 out of the deal. I'm not double blocking that. Okay, so I don't block. Sure. Okay. So I'd hit them for 8 here. It's actually pretty good. They'd have to, well, I said that before. If they play that sorcery card that gives them 4, it would give them 4. Plus 4 is 8, plus a little more. Yeah, could be bad. Of course, they're also just dead here. Yep, they're dead. You can't afford to attack. And we play Luminous Bonds. And I'm going to swing at you for everything. And I have new product. No, I don't have new product. No, I have new product. I have another Lich's Caress. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted for my rare. It goes right into my black deck. It's total and utter garbage. Alright, that's fine. But you know what's not total and utter garbage? Angel of Dawn, Rise from the Grave, Blood Divination, Lich's Caress, Strangling Spores. So, oh, look at that. After I bought all of the things I needed for one whole tick, here's a Root Snare. Yeah, so I have 2 more removal spells for my deck. This one's instant speed. I have a Blood Divination. These are all more expensive cards. Angel of Dawn might not make the cut. Yeah, this is not the window I want. This is the window I want. Maybe I cut Child of the Night. Child of the Night's really good because Lich's Caress plus attacking with this will trigger a Resplendent Angel. And I like that. Maybe I just put in another Lich's Caress. Do I take Rise from the Grave? What do I have to get back? These guys suck. This guy sucks. I could probably take out the Endurance for a Blood Divination. Do I like this? It returns tapped. I mean, if I attack with this, that's a... Okay, that's not an enters the battlefield ability. I was just making sure, because if this, like, when it enters the battlefield, kills my stuff. Okay, now Blood Divination, how do I feel about this? I have to sack a creature. What would I want to sack with it? I'd be okay with sacking Daybreak Chaplain, Child of Night, Doom Dissenters, basically any of my 2-drops, my Sky Scanners, even my Hired Blade. Which means I probably run it. I like Hieromancer's Cage for the fact that it deals with non-land permanents that I need to deal with. I don't like it for the fact that it can just die. Did I get any more knights? Like, this is a knight, but he's pretty expensive. This is an angel. She's not expensive. 3/3 angel. My deck's not super aggressive, so do I want this? I don't know. It's hard to say. Attacking with the stags after they've all become vigilanced, that can be pretty good. But it is a pretty aggressive card. So let's say I play this when I have this and literally any other creature. I have 2 buffed creatures plus a tap, plus my guys are vigilance, so I don't have to worry about attacking. It's a pretty good card. I like the Vampire Sovereign better. 6 points of life swing and then a 3/4 flying body is the real deal. It's pretty good. And with 4 copies of Lich's Caress, I don't need to be super aggressive. Do I take out my Hired Blade because it's dumb? 3/2 flash, unexciting. Are those the keywords that are on it? And then there's the question of, okay, so this guy just 2 points of lifelink is just very different from 1 point of lifelink. I feel like I don't want to cut it. Maybe I cut Hired Blade. And I live at the 4-drop spot, and if I get to 5, then that's gravy. The only thing I need 6 mana for is this. I guess extra lands are good with card draw, but... And I can attack with this until it's no longer needed, and then Blood Divination it. But I also really wanted to run Strangling Spores. How many creatures do I want to cut? It's a real question. Maybe I don't need 2 waltzes. Look at that 4-drop spot. If I can basically live with casting 1 spell per turn, this is really good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 removal spells. These 2 basically kill anything, but they're vulnerable to... Okay, these literally kill everything. That's not hexproof. Yeah, that Vine Mare ruined my day. Double Horizon Scholar. Did this get any better? Still not enough playables. I have a ton of green. Maybe I want to look into green again. Is my green better than my white at this point? New deck. New deck. Sky Scanners are happening. My black removal is happening. that guy. I really like this guy. Not everybody does, but I like him. Strangling Spores. Okay, so now let's look. Oh, double root snare? Yeah, we're playing it. No, we're not. That was a joke. That's a better 3-drop. Power 4 or greater. That's a good one. This ramps me. Could be good. Bristling Boar is okay. Scape Shift. It's only good for the money. Rock's Oracle. It's fine. It replaces itself. Vigilant Bayoth. Dread. Prodigious Growth is great with Divine Mare. Vivian's Invocation is okay. Top 7 cards. Put a creature from among them onto the battlefield. That's actually... So, this is a really good hit with that. This is a good hit with that. This is an excellent hit with that. How did you get in the deck? Why did I... Oh, I was probably trying to add Child of Night. Actually, that being said, I have 2 Dune Dissenters, a Centaur Corsair, Dagger Basilisk, bunch of Sky Scanners. This guy ramps. Blood Divination, Strangling Spores, Vampire Sovereign. I can even swap a Bristling Boar for a Skeletal Archer if they have a bunch of 1-drops. Blood Divination's good with these 2, and this one, and this guys. I have a Death Toucher. Huh. I even have a Foul Orchard. Hot diggity dog. It's a sign. Seven and 7. I'm okay with that. I want black early. I want green early-ish. Not as early as black. But then I need double black. A whole lot of double black. And then on the top end, a whole lot of double green. This is a pretty good deck. The question is it better than my black-white? Or... Save and continue. Yes. White-black. We'll call it white-black to keep the Wooburg convention. The Wooburg convention of 2009. Actually, I don't know when that happened, but there you go. This kind of ramps up and ends up being higher on the scale. It pains me that I'm not running my Resplendent Angel. I have a Mythic, it's a bomb, and I'm not running it. But this is also a bomb. And when you give it +7/+7 to make it a 12/10 with trample, you just feel like you're doing something right with your life. So, okay, let's look at them side by side. Lower curve, all the things I like. The big difference is no Valiant Knight, but I think I'll trade a Vine Mare for a Valiant Knight. And no Starcrown Stag. And I do lose 1, 2 removal spells. But I have so many. Yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. Vine Mare can be a real thing, especially against black decks. Wow, it's actually way more exciting than I thought it would be. Yeah. I really like that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna play a match with it. I thought I was gonna be done, but I'm gonna play a match with it. I'm gonna check on my baby boy real quick here. Make sure he's still sleeping sound. It would be very uncharacteristic for him to wake up at this time of night. He is sleeping sound. So if this pops, then we're good to go. Let's join the match. Do I want to play first? No. I have a 3-drop. I have both of my colors in doubles. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to like it, but I'm going to keep it. There's some very good draws from here that could just really swing the game in my favor. They played no 2-drop. I play no 2-drop. Now I can go 3-4. They are Jund. They have Sarkhan. Alright. Alright. Whose idea was this? They didn't want to loot. Alright. They don't believe LSV. Not that I believe LSV. Luis Scott Vargas says, you always loot. They did not always loot. They're just playing 4-color dragons. That's not fair. I'm okay with this. Blood Divination says, be more awesome than your opponent. And if they have Demanding Dragon, boom. There's that too. So now we're going to play Bristling Boar. And then we'll be able to Lich's Caress if they play something big. Okay. Yeah, they might be able to just march this guy up. That's real fun. And then they'll pay 2 mana to create a dragon? No, they just don't want to loot. Okay, whatever. Well, we can do all kinds of Lich's Caress all over their dragons. And their super greedy mana base has apparently paid off, so good times. The interesting thing is, if they decide that they're going to go up to... Wait, okay. Yeah. It's interesting. So here's what I'm hoping. I hope they attack with the poison tip archer. They... No, okay. They're just going to sack right away for the dragons. They're going to Gifts of Paradise. They're in fact going to attack. I'm going to Lich's Caress. I lose 1 life. Did I count that right? That is 9. Oh, I need 10 to be able to do that. Yep. If I add another Lich's Caress, or if I add another land out, I would actually be able to deal with that. Kind of. I would be able to survive. Because I would kill another one, gain 3, lose 2, so I'd go to 7. No, because then blocking would just straight up kill me. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up. So I think I need to go with the more aggressive deck with a little bit more removal. The Hieromancer's Cage. And be on the play. Because they have a dirtily mana base. And they have Sarkhan. And so I need to be able to answer Sarkhan. Yeah. It's not great. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like I have double black. And I have, you know, playable stuff. Oh no. Need that 4th land. Give me a Sky Scanner into a land. That would actually be perfect. And there he has 3 colors already. Try Green Seeker. Okay. So their deck just has way better card quality than ours does. Gift of Paradise. So if I get another land, I'm definitely just going to Lich's Caress this dude. In fact, I'm going to Hieromancer's Cage it as well. It is that good. If anyone is unsure, let me tell you, it is that good. Alright, and they didn't draw a card off of it, so it's just a 1-for-1. So for now, I have to be happy about that. I wonder if in their splash they have something to deal with a cage. Yep, that's fine. The cards they're running are real weird, but I mean, hey, they beat me. Like, this isn't a dragon, you know? Take vengeance. They're all over their place with their colors, but probably would have been better off to blood divination it, but I don't know. I wanted to see what they would do. I have a lot of removal. They're going to play Sarkhan. They have a Sarkhan and a Vivian Reed. Why? Yeah. No, that's cool. Why not? Sure. And you know what she can do? Kill creatures with flying. So I could play my Vampire Sovereign after they've +1. Maybe I should have just played this first, actually, because then if they don't have an answer for a flyer, then I can kill it. But then they're drawing so many cards. There's just no winning. Yeah, I guess either they're drawing lands with this or they're drawing creatures with this. So that would have been the better of the two. But then if they have a removal spell, then they're drawing with both. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And now it's something that can block flyers. Well, it doesn't matter how good my deck is, really. If they're able to play if they're able to play 4 colors, 2 planeswalkers, Dryad Greenseeker, like, okay. We're just not winning that one. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? That's acceptable. That makes sense. I'm getting 2-for-1. They're drawing tons of cards. I have literally no answer for this planeswalker. My answer is now kill their stuff. It's not a particularly good plan because they're going to be pumping out stuff faster than I can kill it. Knight of the Tusk. Cool. Your stuff becomes indestructible forever. Okay. Nice deck. Yep. You could play Rock's Oracle. Yep. I'm trying. I'm trying to fight through here. Let's see. Yeah, let's Luminous Bonds it. Actually, no. Let's just kill it. And play Sky Scanner. Yep. So, if I kill the Reach guy, it's like a small victory because they can just +1 forever. Most of my Lich's Caresses are used up. Most of my yeah, that's a-okay. Reveal a card, get some stuff, be real happy. Spark Tongue Dragon. Rabid Bite. Yeah. Nice deck. 4-color double Planeswalker. Yeah, so normally my deck is insane with the amount of removal that it has. Life gain, all that sort of stuff. It should never lose a sealed match. But double Planeswalker, man. Double Planeswalker. Double Planeswalker with a Green Seeker. Must be nice. Yeah, whatever. We'll just concede. That's fine. That's life. You can't win them all. And you're never going to win them against a deck like that. Unless they get totally screwed on mana. But they had lots of duels as well. So, yeah. That's what it is. And for tonight, yeah, we're just going to be done for tonight. But thank you so much for watching, if you watched. And take care. We'll see you next time. Tell your friends to show up. And if you haven't done so, throw me a follow. Because I really appreciate that. All right. Everybody, have a good night.